And welcome everybody back to a new episode of Dan-A-Plooza. My guest at this time is the wonderful, talented Miss Juicy Jones.
Hello.
For those watching and future watching, you can catch Miss Juicy Jones. She is also part of the Burlesque and Chill. She is a burlesque performer, and follow her Instagram at Miss Juicy Jones.
There you
Juicy, thank you for being on the show again.
No problem. I love it.
And we love having you here. So now we are going to shift gears here, and we're going to do the honor segment where I am going to honor Miss Juicy Jones in the in the Dan-A-Plooza Hall of Honor segment, if there was a wing. So this is the honor segment. So we here, especially me, Dan-A-Plooza. I don't know why I say we. There's only one, but you know. I honor Miss Juicy Jones because Miss Juicy has been a part of Dan-A-Plooza. She's been very supportive of what I'm trying to do here, and she loves being as part of this environment. She loves the idea of working with other panels and networking, and she is like all for being successful. Very talented performer who I've watched from the screen, not in person, but in the screen afar. And always very creative in what you do and the choices you make. And it's very eye capturing. It's very finesse. And I can tell that there's a lot of passion and a lot of skills in what you present and bring to the virtual realm. And I'm sure it is also in the physical realm as well. So we here at Dan-A-Plooza support you and enjoy having you here. And we are glad to have officially honored Miss Juicy Jones.
Aw, thank you. That means a lot.
And then if I had like money, I'd be like, oh, you know, some kind of music.
It's only a matter of time before you get to see me in the physical realm.
Oh, I know. And like I would have like a golden robe or something like that. You know, flying down.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, but
Thank you.
we honor you. So that is the honor segment. And as we move forward, I'm gonna let you play Lady Luck here and roll the dice.
Okay.
So do you want Dan the Man Does Impressions segment, or do you want questions?
Let's do the impression segment.
All right.
Yeah.
And it's time for Dan the Man Does Impressions. I feel like I'd have a sound effect or something like, yeah.
What's that whistle thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, did you know I had an improvisation background?
I think I do remember that, but I don't know if I've actually seen it in action. So, yeah.
Well, you're in for a treat because I've been a part of a couple of troupes, and we used to do 60 seconds movie trailers of film and TVs. So in my wheel here, the Dan-A-Plooza wheel, whatever choice it lands on, I will do 60 seconds of that film or TV show.
I can't wait.
So let's spin. What do we got? All right. So it landed on Grease.
Oh, cool. Okay. Who are you gonna do?
Well, I have to do all the characters.
Oh, you're doing a bunch of them. I got you. Yes, okay.
A bunch of them.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Summer lovin' had me a blast. He was sweet, just on her feet. Well, she was good. You know what I mean. Wella, could she get me a friend? No. It got cold, and that's where it ends. So I told her we'd still be friends. Wonder what he's doing now.
I feel like I need one of those like lip faces.
Yeah. Summer days ripped at the sea. Oh. But go back to school, beauty school dropout.
Uh-oh.
Go back to high school. All right. And so that was 60 seconds.
How long has it been since you saw that movie?
About a year or two ago.
Oh, really? Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was all my singing improv bravado. Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, here we go.
That's what it landed on 3 times last time when I did
Oh,
that show.
really? I bet you're prepared though, too.
Oh, yes. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, the road's the path and I swam it. Janet, damn it, Janet, I love you. Here's a ring I give of my love. Can it, Janet? There's a late night double feature picture show. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left. Then bring your knees in tight. And it's a pelvic thrust. It makes you go insane. Let's do the time warp again. Hoppa-tootie, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. All right. So that was...
I've and considering my age, it's kind of like sacrilege, but I've never actually seen that in a theater.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen a live Rocky Horror Picture Show. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. Like, what is wrong with me?
Everyone loved when I did Rocky Horror last weekend.
I mean, I love the movie. I've just never had that awesome experience of being in the theater and experiencing that.
You need to see it.
Yeah.
I did props in college for Rocky Horror.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Nice.
And they did makeup. Someone did eyeliner for me, and I had my nails all painted up. And
fun! Oh, so they dressed up all the did the makeup for the crew too, huh?
Yeah, and so I was just sitting there chilling, and they're like, "Get on the stage, Daniel, just dance." I'm like, "Have you seen my dancing?" They're like, "Do it anyway." I'm gonna do some boy thing. And wait till we're done. The Wizard of Oz.
There we go. That's my choice.
Yep. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, and we welcome you to Munchkin Land. Well, I heard you're on your way to the Emerald City, and I would go if I only had a brain. Oh, sure, Scarecrow, you can come with us. Oil, man, oil. I heard that you're also on your way to see the great and powerful Oz. Can I come along? I need a heart. Well, I just don't know if I have any courage. I'm too afraid to go and everything. Juicy, do you think I have enough courage to go see the great and powerful Oz?
Absolutely.
No one can see the wizard. No one. He is far too busy. Come back later.
All right, so that was
That was your best one. The Wizard of Oz. That was like, you were made for that.
I did the Wizard of Oz in college.
There you go. So it's all coming back to you.
Yeah, I was oh my goodness. I did that show, and I was a chorus man, and they gave me a green hat. So like I stuck out with the green hat. And so as I'm singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, I realize I am horribly out of tune. like, like, you know, like how sometimes like you can just catch and you're singing, you're like, ah, and I'm like, where? And I'm like, you know, trying to like cover it. And like people are like looking, you know, like this. What is that?
What is that sound?
What is that sound? Cat? You know, especially when people like look and they like the eyebrow, you know. So like for me, I realized it was best to go softer. So I Britney Speared it until I just saw the end of the rainbow and Britney Speared it. And I'm like,
yeah, I was a flying monkey in our school, our elementary school version of Wizard of Oz. I was also an Oompa Loompa.
A monkey.
for our Charlie and Chocolate Factory. I was always a chorus person. I was never the lead.
Yeah. Oh, I think you would make a great witch, you know, to play for that.
Yeah. I think it was what was happening also is like when in grade school, like they use the youngest ones for the chorus, and the older kids always play the lead roles. And I just was never in that.
Yeah.
Once I got old enough, we changed schools and it was a whole thing. But that's why I was always chorus, because I was always in like second or third grade, and the sixth graders got to take the leads.
Oh, back in the day.
Back in the day. Yeah.
But yeah, when I did it in college, someone goes, "What did you do, Dan?" I said, "I Britney Speared it." That means I just lip sync it to
Yeah, I mean sometimes that's the best you can hope for.
Yeah. All right. Jurassic Park.
Well, this should be interesting.
Yep. Okay. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Dun 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 na 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 na. You are actually going to have dinosaurs on the tour, right? Well, I can't tell if the Triceratops is sick or not. I'm going to have to go and examine the sample. That's a whole lot of shit. I can't believe none of you like this tour. The only one who's on my side is the blood-sucking lawyer over there. He left us. He left us. He left us to die. Hold on to your butts. You didn't say the magic word. You wanna fetch? Go fetch. And no wonder you're extinct. I'm gonna run you over as soon as I'm done. And that was Jurassic Park.
I can't believe you didn't do the chaos theory.
Oh,
that little monologue that Jeff Goldblum does about how nature always finds a way.
Oh yes. Life finds a way.
Yeah, life finds a way. That's right. It's been years since I've seen that movie. Life finds a way.
Do you want to do like one more?
It's up to you.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
In the still stuck on Jurassic Park. Futurama.
Oh, perfect. Right up your alley.
Yep. Oh, hold on. I lost the clock. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Does anyone have a question for the what if machine? Yeah, what if that thing happened and it didn't actually happen and it was what if that happened? Well, you're supposed to phrase it in front of a question, but go ahead and ask it anyway, Fry. Bite my shiny metal ass. I don't understand. What about Zoidberg? Nobody ever talks about Zoidberg. I just want to know about my share. You traded it for nothing more than a filthy sandwich. My share. Yancey stole my clover anyway. Stupid Yancey. All right.
Good job.
So what did you think?
I think The Wizard of Oz and then Futurama were my favorites, just because I think like you have there's definitely a connection with those characters for you.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And I had met I have met Billy West.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to find a way to bring my Leela act to the live stage.
And
I'll probably have to change the whole act. So.
Oh yeah.
But that'll be fun.
He did the good news, bad news.
Yeah.
And I love Zap Brannigan. You know,
yeah.
Brannigan's Law.
He's a great character. Yeah.
Inform me when it is a catastrophe, Kiff. Sir, it's a catastrophe. Whoopsie.
Yeah, that's a great character. Yeah, he's awesome.
He said he did that after disc jockeys on the radio.
I could totally see that. Yeah, I could totally see that radio voice coming into play and creating that guy. Yeah.
I just like when he's just like, Champagne, there's no champagne left. I'm wearing this of Lost Valor. Oh, man. So, all right. So that was Dan the Man Does Impressions. And now we'll get to some questions. All ready?
Okie doke.
All right. If you could pick a cartoon character to perform burlesque with, who would you choose?
I want to do a Chitara act.
Oh.
Yeah, it's already in the works.
I just immediately I was like, give me sight beyond sight, you know. There's a giant sword and everything,
yes.
you know.
Yeah.
And for someone to introduce you, thunder, oh.
Yeah, absolutely. There will definitely be an introduction, a Thundercats introduction in my act, and I'm like in the process of costume designing right now. So, yeah, it will happen.
And a part of me just wants to be Snarf and be like, juicy Lionel. Snarf, and you watch.
That was the only irritating part of that whole cartoon was I could not, even as a kid, I couldn't stand that character. I was just like, why are you here? We don't need the comic relief.
I do that character when a telemarketer calls. I'm like, what are you selling, Snarf? And they're like, what? You don't understand, sir. So I would like for you to do this character. I'm gonna just say a character that I think I think you can do. Okay.
Okay.
Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's a little overdone, to be honest. I'll probably never do Ursula. Just I think she's a little overdone, and not in a bad way, just overdone in a way that I don't want to do her.
Yeah.
Right. I have a Merida act. Have you seen?
Oh.
Yeah, from Brave.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I did Merida, and yeah. So I'm not opposed to Disney characters at all. Don't like
Okay.
for real. I love Disney characters. But yeah, I think Ursula is just like it's almost like Maleficent. Like Maleficent is a lot. There's a lot of Maleficent out there.
Oh
Do you know what I
yes.
mean? Yeah. So, but I'm not opposed to doing like an evil character. That would
Oh
be
yes.
fun. Yeah.
Evil. When I interviewed someone last year, they did Cruella de Vil.
Oh yeah, that's another great character. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she wanted me to do like an introduction like on Dan-A-Plooza, so I did the guy who sings. I'm like, the world is just a place without the veil, Cruella. Cruella, like a spotter giving me chills.
Yeah, she's a great character for sure.
And I definitely like to have like a little pipe and like the old man.
Like the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I
Yeah.
could
John
do
or whatever. I don't
yeah,
remember.
John. Oh,
Yeah.
John. I want to know about your decision to do Madame Leota from Haunted Mansion from last year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I knew we were doing kind of like a witchy theme.
Oh yeah.
And I'm a huge fan of the Haunted Mansion ride in general. It's the first thing
Oh
I jump
yes.
on usually when we get there. And I'm a huge fan of Madame Leota. And so I was trying to figure out something to go with, and I wanted some kind of like fortune teller kind of thing, but I didn't want to do like that whole like racist gypsy trope thing. I didn't want to do anything like that. And I was like, oh my God, Madame Leota, like totally, that's perfect. And so then I just had to really dedicate myself to creating the costume because it's a lot. And then I was it took me a minute to figure out like where I wanted to go with her. Like, did I want it to be kind of vampy? Did I want it to be campy? Did I want it to be tongue in cheek? Like, did I want old school, old style burlesque to be a part of it? Or did I want more? So I kind of played with different themes and ideas. And then I was listening to Rihanna's Disturbia, which is the song that I use. And as I was listening to that song, I'm like, oh my God, this is perfect. Like breaking free out of this crazy prison. Like, oh my God, yes. That's what I'm gonna do. So I totally changed my whole vision and went from like campy, sexy to like full on, like more dramatic. Yeah. And it was more fun for me, even rehearsing it. I'm like, oh, this is way more fun for me.
Oh yeah. I was thinking back to that character and I was like, she's a table and like also like the whole globe or something. And like a part of me wanted to like when I was thinking of it, I was like, man, it would be so interesting if they did like a whole burlesque thing and if you had like hitchhiker ghost like also like
no, absolutely. I've talked about that with a couple people actually. Yeah that would be amazing to do like a whole like haunted mansion burlesque show.
Oh, I know.
With all the characters and even Jack Sparrow, right? I mean, not Jack Sparrow, but who's the other guy in when Jack Skellington, when they do the haunted mansion for Halloween. Like that could even come into play, right?
Yeah. And he can be like, this is burlesque Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but she's definitely like right now my all-time favorite act until I come up with something else that outdoes her, but that's gonna take some time.
It's amazing and very talented, and I love just the song dancing to it, it kind of puts you in that mood of going with it, especially with it being in virtual realm. So I give kudos.
That was I got to tell you, I learned a valuable lesson with that act in general when I did it virtually, and thank God it was virtually, not live. But I can't use fog. I can't use fog with that act.
Oh no!
And my girlfriend who was doing my fog in the act, just kept hitting the fog, and I started
no.
suffocating, and it got sucked up into my globe.
Oh no.
And I started like, I couldn't figure out, I'm like, why can't I breathe? Just calm down. I'm like, what's happening? And I realized after a few moments that it was the fog, and it was sucking up into my globe. So I was just like, okay, I can keep doing this. If I start getting lightheaded, I'm just walking off. I'm done. I'm not going to like put myself at risk.
No.
But I didn't. I was fine. But that was a very tough lesson learned. Use fog with the Madame Leota act. It looks cool, but it's not a good thing.
Yeah. I was thinking like you need like a wiper or something.
Well, I actually use anti-fog, like, you know, so the globe doesn't mist up in or fog up in.
Yeah.
So I use what you use on diving goggles. And I spray it all down and wipe it off, and now I have a layer of protection from my own breath in the globe. So.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, that is amazing.
Did you see any of the live clips that I posted?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
It was really fun to do live.
I was like, this is amazing. And like, you know, I did like I think I did a little jig or something, you know.
I mean, you know, it's funny, when I went to the Oklahoma City for the Weirdlesque, I forgot, like, you know, when you live in LA and you go to Disneyland all the time, like, you forget that there's a lot of people in the country who've never been.
Oh yeah.
And so there's a lot of people who don't know who the hell you are. And they're like, oh, cool, a dancing table. What is she? What is this? But you know, the biggest reward is when somebody doesn't know who I am, but they love the act anyways. So.
Oh yes. That's amazing. Well, as we wrap it up, is there anything else you want to say on Dan-A-Plooza today?
No, I'm just, you know, I'm so happy to have like been participate with you in this, you know, the few times that I have, and it's always fun talking with you, and I hope that you're able to really enjoy like moving on to other adventures when I know that your last this is your last year.
Yeah,
right?
It's not I tell people I go into my Mariah Carey mode, you know, when I go away, like there's like an ice tomb, and it's just like, and like, just like sit there and wait, you know, and like some people are like not, you know, they just want me to come back out and they have like pics or something like that. Someone's got
well, it's like that, or it's like your farewell tour, and then like 3 years later you come back.
I told everybody it was going to be a year, and then like in 2026, probably when I get my new place, we'll do reunions.
Yeah,
we'll do the we're getting the band back together.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, absolutely. So bravo to you, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, so I want to thank my guest, Miss Juicy Jones. Keep supporting Dan-A-Plooza. Next month, we'll be back with 3 guests: gorgeous girls, Liz Stiletto, artist Carrie Schramm, and, of course, actress Ilaska Hahn. Thanks for supporting Dan-A-Plooza, and have a good night.